Hey, what's happening? It's Ward Wrestling here, man. What an awesome show I got for you today. We got, I mean, if you're in wrestling and you haven't heard of Buck Watkins or Watkins Trade, then you're under a rock. So, you all know him. Uh, he was a Seton Hill grad, Wayland Baptist grad, head high school coach, wrestling mindset coach. He's done hundreds and hundreds of camps and clinics all over our country. Uh, he's here. Oh, and by the way, he's got a cool cutting board now. I seen the cutting board. What's up, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. It's been a incredible journey, been an incredible ride, and I just love talking wrestling. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Yeah, man, I see you all over the place, man, doing your camps and clinics. So we're going into the summer now, and that's kind of, I'm sure that's your big money time, right? To get to out to these schools and be able to have the freedom to do your camps and clinics. And kids aren't um, focused on the season, right? So I'm sure during the season you can get into some rooms and do some smaller clinics, but for the most part, coaches kind of don't let them flee, right?
Yeah, correct. So it's kind of nice. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's all about impact over income for me. So any chance I get the opportunity to help grow our sport, I'm always in.
That's awesome. One thing I know we were connecting because we almost saw a huge match up there at the PA matches with the two heavyweights, or not heavyweights. I think they're both two 15s, 220s with our guy Bartelt and your guy up in Pennsylvania, who he ended up wrestling, right? Your guy.
Yeah. He ended up wrestling Max Shula. Got the victory. Second time he beat Max. It was a great match, great competition, great event. It was a great way to finish out his career and mine as well. That was the last time I was in the corner.
Oh wow, yeah. So you resigned from Frazier, and I know Sawyer wanted to obviously. If you're a guy like your guy or Sawyer, you want to wrestle anybody anytime, right? And unfortunately, he had a small had an injury and couldn't make it. But I know it's a match everybody wanted to see, and I think they're both going to the Big Ten, right?
Yeah, well, Big 12.
Big 12,
He's
Big 12.
going, yeah, he's going to Iowa State, and my guy's going to West Virginia. So hopefully we see it here in the future.
Yeah, awesome. So, man, so you've been at Frazier for a while now. Um, that's in the rearview mirror, huh?
Yeah. Moving forward, just gonna focus on camps and clinics, and then most importantly, focus on my son doing what's best.
Awesome. He's on the mat.
No, he's getting ready to turn 4 years old. I just want to, that's my first ministry, and is to be a dad, and everything starts at home. And I just want to invest everything in him and make sure he's ready to go.
That's awesome, man. Good for you. So, talk about this camp season coming up. What do you got going on? Where will we see you? What states are you going
Um,
out to? And
so I've kind of spaced it out a little bit this year. Being particular with camps, I'll be in North Carolina, Indiana, South Dakota, state of Washington. Working on getting into Colorado. A couple other places are in the works too. Like I said, it's been an incredible journey. I've been to 47 states now. Got a couple more to go. Trying to get into Vermont, Rhode Island, Connecticut. So if anybody has connects out there, let me know. Just keep working. Just keep getting better. I'm always going to be around the sport of wrestling. Um, I'm gonna probably pop into some rooms that I want to get into because I know that I just love the excitement, love to be around high level wrestling. So and just like I said, it's about impact over income. And I just feel like it's my calling in my life to impact wrestlers as much as possible. So I'm gonna,
yeah, I mean,
be able to
it's awesome to see guys like you out there. Obviously, you know, this past year we lost someone that was doing the same thing and was out there impacting a lot of our youth and young kids and doing it at a high level, and unfortunately lost him too early. So guys like him and you and everybody else out there that's getting around to these rooms is awesome. But you know, let's rewind. Talk about, I mean, you had a good wrestling career yourself. Um, Came up in obviously a wrestling territory. But what made you decide, you know what, I really, instead of just focusing on only my high school team or only my elementary school team or only my club, I want to get out and impact youth all over the country where, you know, I know you're a faith-based person. So where did that all begin? Where did that all come from? And did you like say, I'm gonna go do a clinic once and you're like, wow, I love this shit. I'm gonna go do it more or
So I grew up. My high school wrestling coach, my club coach, Coach Waller, has been around doing wrestling camps for over 50 plus years. And he traveled the country doing that. Not as much as I have. So it actually started through Instagram about 10 o'clock at night back in 2015 in April. Now, maybe even March or April. I was like, I just got done teaching and I was like, I won't have anything to do in the summer. And so I just started reaching out to people. And I got two camps my first year. It was in Louisiana and Colorado, and just kind of took off from there. Started doing it ever since. And I think my niche is small towns. I grew up in a small town. Um, I've coached in two small towns. I just like helping small towns get exposed to high level wrestling and good wrestling, and know that people have an opportunity to become the best version of themselves. And I think there's a lot of people sitting on the couch thinking, oh, I don't live here, I don't live there, the opportunity's not out there. So why not bring it to them? It's kind of like a vacation to me too. I get to do different things, and it's been a great experience. And also it has helped me grow as a person, and it's helped others grow as well. So like I said, it's all about making this impact. I'm just grateful I'm able to have a purpose using my passion. So it's really good. It's been an incredible ride and run.
well, and pretty cool because now you're a dad, 4 years old. I know we were talking about it, and I know you want to focus more of your time on your family. But how cool will it be now to maybe have him at these camps with you and have him? He's right now he's still at the age where the ADD is probably really at a high level because the focus. But as he's growing into this, to kind of have him there with you and learning it and growing with it, you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. It's just about the type of people I'm able to put him around. Good, tough people. See what hard work pays off. Obviously, I got the opportunity to coach one of the best 215-pounders in the country, becoming a four-time Pennsylvania state champ. He's been able to be around him since he was born. Being around other people in our area who are good people, just good, solid, hardworking people, and also getting these opportunities to learn about culture. If he starts going with me traveling at some point, he'll learn about different cultures. He'll learn about, how to get on a plane, go through TSA. No, no, just like road trips too. And just different things. It's a lot more to me than wrestling. It's just everything just kind of connects together. Like I said, I'm grateful that I'm able to use my passion that has turned into a purpose, and help others. And obviously it comes back to helping my son as well. So I'm really excited for everything.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So you've been doing this now, gosh, long enough to have kids circulate back around after they've gone on and become college wrestlers, become adults in society, become businessmen, business owners, husbands, wives, um, whatever, right? Uh, are you starting to see your impact on those
Oh
kids?
yeah,
Are
yeah,
those
yeah, yeah,
kids
yeah.
starting to come back around and want to get in and help you? I mean, how cool is that to see now after,
Well,
I mean, it's
well,
almost 10 years, right? Or 12 years.
yeah. I've been doing this since 2015. It's not just that. It's like other things too. Like one of my former wrestlers reached out to me. He's a foreman now. Doing construction. he just got moved up to foreman, and he's like, man, I thank you, for the mindset that you brought into our, to me, this wrestling mindset, and really pour into me, and with the hard work and expectations and setting a standard, that's just as good as anything, and so hopefully he's able to fix up my house, give me a discount.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
no,
And man,
but well, here's the other thing is one of my former wrestlers also went in the military and stuff, but he's getting ready to go into the Pennsylvania State Police Academy, and he wrote me down as one of his references, and I took that, as like a sense of, gratitude, like, he's
absolutely.
grateful I was in part of his life, even if it was a short time, he respected me enough and knew that I would, somebody he looked up to and somebody he knew that would help him pursue his goal. And, he's getting ready to go into Pennsylvania State Police.
Yeah, it seems like
You give me 1 second. Are you all good? Yeah. All right. Hey, come on, let's go. Go back to class. Thank you.
that's
Sorry.
that's teacher Mr. Watkins going on and
Yeah.
teaching his class there. So I know you mentioned wrestling mindset. The Zanetti brothers have done a fantastic job growing that company, and not just the company, but what they're doing for the anybody out there that needs help with that. I saw I believe it was Gene at the Olympic trials. I met him a couple times. Great humans. I think they're doing a great thing. So how did you get involved with wrestling mindset? How awesome
Um,
is it what they're doing, and how much do you love pouring that mindset into people?
I've been doing it for the past 7 years. It's been an incredible journey there too. I've had a lot of parents and people reach out to me, hey, this really impacted my son. We've really made a difference in a lot of people's lives, not just in wrestling, but outside of it as well. Watching them grow, watching them go get college degrees, watching them join the workforce, watching them become better dads, better sons, better husbands. Those types of things are life. You don't want to make a short impact. You want to make a lifelong impact. And I feel like we were able to pour that in more as we move forward here.
That's awesome, and I've seen they made some transitions in their business, and I think it's for the better, and they're doing great things. You're starting to see them doing more podcasts, and you're starting to see them out there talking to people more, and you're starting to see a lot of stuff. Um, and I mean, I guess it seems like they're doing great things with the program, and it's fun to hear them talk and hear their stories. So I imagine it's cool to be a part of that.
Yes, definitely. I mean, just being from the beginning and where it started, like I said, I got involved 7 years ago, and watching how much it has manifested in growth, it's been incredible. Like just everything that I've been involved in for the past, 14 years in the wrestling community has been absolutely incredible. Just from the coaching aspect and everything. Obviously I was involved in it when I was little, uh, but just being a coach has been a much better time for me in this sport. Like I said, it's definitely my passion has turned into my purpose, and I couldn't be more grateful for that.
Yeah, it's super cool to kind of see you all over the place and see you talking with kids and see you coaching and see you. If anybody needs a cutting board, he's got a cutting board now. We saw that out there. Go to Watkins Wrestling on Facebook. You'll see it. It's pretty cool. Uh, but cool stuff like that. What is what's next for Buck Watkins? I know you're making a transition now from full time high school coach um, to full time dad, full time club coach, full time. What's next for Coach Watkins?
I'd like to, obviously I'm going to be much more involved with my son. I want to volunteer, and still get in the wrestling room 2 or 3 times a week and work out with guys. Just do that one-on-one aspect. I'd also like to keep doing camps and clinics during the fall and winter. Be like a wrestling consultant. Like, if a team, hey, this team's struggling, we'd like to figure out how to get some growth in our program, or hey, we need something to change culturally. Just reach out to me. I'd love to help out. Those types of things. And I'm always going to be involved in sport because it's my passion. I
As
just
you
love it.
do.
And so, but my son's gonna be involved more, so which means we'll tag him along and figure out where our next adventure goes on from here. Obviously, I don't know what the good Lord's plans are. I'm just gonna follow His steps and just keep pushing
Yeah,
forward.
listen, that's all you can do, right? And a question. So I have, and this is just general, not me specific, but I'm just making a general statement or question. I'm either a coach with a group of kids that wrestle, or I'm a parent that has a wrestler or wrestlers. And if my kid is bad in this position or that position, or doesn't do this well, doesn't do that well, what is what is your specific specialty? Like, do you have one? Like, if I have a kid that can't get off bottom for the life of him, is that a Watkins kid? And if I have a kid that just gets can't get the boots in or whatever, can't do the under, can't, I don't even know what I'm talking about because I don't wrestle, but I've watched enough of it. Why would I call why would I call Coach Watkins?
Um, I've trained people to the high level technique to work at any level. My focus is on position. I learned at a young age that John Smith said position is everything. And I think that we focus too much on learning too much, and we don't focus on the positions. Like, what I think a lot of times we focus on just doing like a high crotch one way, but we don't focus on the high crotch position. Like, this defense guy's going to do this, this, and this. Well, we got to be able to finish if this happens. So you have to have a different finish once you get into that position. And the same thing on top. If I throw a leg in, this guy does A, B, C, D, and E. Well, I got to have a finish for A, B, C, D, and E. So it's about positional wrestling. I focus on that more than I do setups and things. And I'm not saying, there's people who are, you know, obviously you need a good stance, you need good hand fight, you need all these things. But mine is more about positional wrestling, focusing on positions and doing less in a more amount of time. Like, might spend 45 minutes. 1,000. Extension 1,000. So you focus on that. Like, I'll do like one position for like 45 minutes.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I wanted to ask that out loud because some people need to work on positions. Some people need to work on the. Some people their focus is freestyle and they want to make world
I'll be
teams and
honest
do
with you.
off
My
seas.
my main my main thing though is I have a Blair rod technique that I use a lot on top. That's kind of my specialty on top working there. It's had a lot of success. Help a young man win 4 Pennsylvania state titles. So I think it works pretty well. And I learned it from a guy who was national champ, and just kind of floated into there.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, listen, if you call up Watkins if you want him to come out, he'll travel. It doesn't matter if you're in Alaska, Puerto Rico, or wherever you are in the United States. But most importantly, he wants to get up to New England. So anybody up there in New England, hit him up. He'd love to get up there and do some training up there in those states. But man, I really appreciate this. It's always cool to see you. Always cool. We've always stayed in touch. And man, let's do it again sometime.
All right. Hey, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity. Also, can you send me that graphic you got in the back? I really like it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate it. You have a great day and God bless.
No problem. Take care.
Thank you.